Hey guys, Aryan Karani from Kid with the Camera. I am planning to start off my APCSA crash course very soon, and before that I want to address this kind of skill that I think you should know whether you're doing APCSA or not. If you're working with computers in general, it's a great skill to know, and that is using the terminal, or in the case of Windows, a Windows PowerShell. The terminal / Windows PowerShell, it's called terminal on Mac, Windows PowerShell on Windows, is an application that is basically, you can think of it as a text-based version of the Windows GUI or GUI, I don't know, graphical user interface. And it's basically when you're typing commands, and basically the computer does what it would usually do. Say if you click and delete, or dragging and dropping, you can do this all by text in Windows PowerShell or terminal on the Mac. And why it's such a good skill to learn is, one, when you're programming in an IDE, sometimes the IDE just won't run the program. I've had so many times with Visual Studio Code when the Java path was not set properly, or the Python interpreter just wasn't working. And most of the time that path or interpreter will be set in your terminal application. And if you can just run programs faster, more efficiently, if you're not trying to solve this VS Code bug, and instead just able to type in a quick command in the terminal and be able to test your program like that. Now it does come with a few downsides, mostly being that you can't use a Control-R shortcut. The terminal just allows you to do things much faster in some cases than you would be able to do in your Windows or Mac GUI or GUI, I don't know. Is it GUI or GUI? Comment down below. Anyways, the commands are really simple, and in the case of Windows PowerShell, now make sure you use Windows PowerShell and not the command line app that is also in Windows, because Windows PowerShell is a bit more English-like and more intuitive. You have basically commands that are very common across both Windows PowerShell and Mac, and those are CD, standing for change directory, ls, standing for list, and then you have a bunch of other commands. Clear to clear out the terminal, copy to copy something from one place to another. In Mac, you can type touch and then the name of the file, and it'll create a new file. In Windows PowerShell, you just type new -item and then you type the name of the file. Calm down. Anyways, the basic premise of any terminal command is, the first one is usually the name of the function, and the rest are just parameters. And if you have programmed before, this kind of like function parameter kind of thing. And so, for example, a function would be cd or change directory, and the parameters would be what directory you want it changed to. Other reasons, knowing how to use the terminal and being comfortable with the terminal is because there's so many popular command line applications that use the terminal. If you've heard of FFmpeg for video encoding and decoding, or YT-DLP for illegally downloading YouTube videos just using your command line interface, it's just a place where you can download super powerful programs that would be inefficient to make a GUI for. And if you just type in some commands, why make a whole user interface that can be super complicated? If you're a video editor, if you just love watching YouTube videos, downloading them, it's a great thing. Or you can automate things. For example, I'll show you. I made a script in Windows PowerShell to sort my camera files, and you can make basically anything you want, any script, any full program for the terminal, so that you can automate things you do repeatedly, things you can get so much more control over, rather than just using drag and drop, or using your mouse to control the GUI. Let's go on the Mac/PC and look at some of these commands in action.